Welcome to Real Life, Real Talks, where real men have real conversations about life, leadership, and legacy. This podcast is about growth, as men, as fathers, as leaders. We bring on guests from all walks of life, entrepreneurs, veterans, fathers, and everyday men who have faced challenges, learned valuable lessons, and come out stronger. This is real, unfiltered, and unapologetically authentic. No scripts, no masks, just honest conversations about what it takes to be a man in today's world. Because in the end, iron sharpens iron. So if you're ready for real guidance from real men who have walked the path, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. This is Real Life, Real Talks. Welcome to Real Life, Real Talks. I'm your host, Michael Real, and today we are going to be talking with some dads about what it's like to go back to school. It's a lot changing on in the world today, and it's not the easy route to be a dad and have to go through that hustle of going back to school and balancing life. So today we got an awesome guest. We got Chuck handling business, doing his thing, and we're going to sit here and chop it up about, the challenges, but also the victories of what it's like to be a dad, be a father, and going back to school and handling those educational goals. So what's up, Chuck? How you doing?
Oh, man, hanging in there, bro, just trying to get it together, trying to live life and get better.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get better these days.
Well, here, you know what? Let's start. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Well, I'm 43 years old. I played football for a long time. I went to school. I got my AA degree in 2004, and I will be graduating from the University of Phoenix coming up soon, March 1st. And it took me 20 years to get it together, so it's never too late to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it took me a while, even the last 4 or 5 years, it took me a while to pick what I wanted to do for my bachelor's degree.
Gotcha.
So it took me a minute to get that together. But now I am doing better and planning on taking my master's right after.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, what inspired you to go back to school,
Man, first of all, when you have children, you want them to know that going back to school or getting a higher education is the better way to go because everything is expensive. Eggs are $10. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense for anybody to graduate high school and just work a job at Pizza Hut or McDonald's. They should be doing everything in their power to get to the higher part of education.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel as far as that.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you wanted to make yourself better and just less and everything like that.
Yes, especially with having children these days. You want them to see you succeed so they know it could be done.
I like that.
Yeah, it's something that they need to see and know. Because when I was a kid, parents weren't as engaged in your schoolwork as much as nowadays.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get a whole lot of help with homework. I had to figure it out on my own. When it came to a big word in a book, my mom would say, go look it up.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I do hands-on with my son. He doesn't even get enough homework, I feel, at his school, and I do homework with him. Extra.
Yeah.
Either reading, math, sometimes what's on the map or how do you get there? Because the other great thing about being a dad is I got to experience my dad traveling a lot. I'm one of the only people on this planet that knows how to read a Thomas Guide. I know I'm old when you say the word Thomas Guide. Nobody even knows that because everybody is on Google and this, that, and the third. So I traveled to 32 of the 50 states already as a kid. And I used to read the Thomas Guide while we would travel. And so I learned how to figure out landmarks and all of that kind of stuff just within those travels when I was a kid.
That's pretty dope. That will like it help you grow having those types of experiences.
Hell yeah, man. Because I want to be able to take my kids places, but it's so expensive. So going back to education, if you have an education, you end up with a great job, then you can do what you want to. But if you working at Mickey D's or Burger King, you ain't gonna have no money. Yeah. So education is the best way to get you to have enough money to take care of yourself when you are old enough.
Yeah. And then how do you feel you manage your time between family? Because you also still have a job.
Oh, man. If I wasn't down right now, because I had knee replacement surgery, I've been at home, so I've been able to do homework with no kids around, or it's kind of quiet. But when I was working, it was stressful because my son wants to watch TV. I'm trying to do my lesson online, and it's a lot. It can be a lot. They're great kids, but they don't sometimes know their boundaries. They don't.
Yeah.
And because they're home, they're like, oh, well, I can do what I want. And I'm like, hold up, slow down, turn the TV down. I'm trying to focus over here. So that always can be a situation every once in a while. But it's been good. I think them seeing me going through school and their mother going through school at the same time, it helps them focus. As my daughter is a freshman in high school, and she's already planning to go to college and getting her mindset already ready to go. Like, what class will I take so I can get this when I become a senior and all of that. So it's been really good. I think because I'm going to school, I think that's pushing her to have her stuff right. So when she graduates from high school, she'll be straight.
Yeah.
She wants to move to Japan, but we're not going to get into it. She's like, oh, I want to move to Japan. And everybody's telling me, like, go ahead and let her. And I'm in my head like, I don't want my baby to go across the world. Like, come on, bro. It doesn't make any sense. But that's beside the point. That's for another segment. But but that is what I'm going through, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but I mean, I liked that dynamic. I definitely firmly believe in allowing your kids to see you go through the struggle. As you said, it's proving to itself. They're starting to see it, so they're encouraged to do it themselves. Like, oh, okay, like dad would do it, mom's going through it. Like, that means it's part of the process. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I was talking to a younger dad with his kid. He's like, oh, sometimes I try to study when they're sleeping. I'm like, nah, dude, like, do it when they're awake, because then if they see you study, they know this is part of the process. Like, and also it makes sure that you're not just alone all the time studying, like, and lost in class.
That can be very boring. I have done a few nights. They're asleep, wifey sleep, and I'm over there trying to hold my head up because it's so quiet and dark. Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I would recommend, if anybody was, a older person and they have younger kids trying to go to school, have them see you. Go through the fight. Go through the sleepless nights or staying up late trying to finish a deadline or whatever, because they can see the fight that you're going through. And then when they get to it, they're like, oh, my dad got through this. I think I can handle it, Yeah. So I said,
Can you share some of the challenges like that you've had to go through just within that balance process? Like any specific examples or anything like that? Like maybe a story or two that you were just like, oh man, there was this one time, like,
man, there's always so. I'm trying to get my mind around it. I mean, there's always a story. Like when I mean, some of the when so basically my degree is business administration. And so when they're talking about certain things that you have to write about, it almost pertains to your own damn life most of the time. And I tried to talk to my 14-year-old about a scenario that McDonald's has a university for managers. And she didn't believe me. Okay? She did not believe me. But I had to give her a whole research. I had to break it down to her. And then she was like, oh, there's a university for managers and all of that for McDonald's. And I was like, well, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
So everybody can be on the same page.
Yeah.
But as children or teenagers, they don't always think the way you want them to think, especially being kids. So I just feel like with my challenges with the school, these kids just have to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What has been, besides the challenges, what have been some of the most rewarding aspects of?
Put it this way. I'll be the first person in my family graduating with my bachelor's degree. So that is a positive in itself. And then knowing where I came from, I grew up in San Bernardino part of my life, and that was one of the roughest times to grow up in the 90s, where it was gangs and all this other stuff. And it was a lot. I didn't even think I was going to make it to 21, my boy.
Yeah.
I'm 43 years old, a walking testament that I am alive and well and ready to go. But finishing school for me is just monumental because I never thought I would even get here at some point.
Yeah.
You know, I graduated from Valley College, like I said, in 2004.
Okay.
Or no, 2005, I believe that was. And now I'm doing it 20 years later. I think that's just a benefit in itself.
Yeah.
Just after 20 years, and then, you know, you don't know what you want until you do it.
Yeah.
You just got to keep going.
What do you think were some of the things that helped you discover what you wanted to do?
Wifey.
Yeah.
You have to have, especially men that are listening to this, you have to have a woman that's in your corner, that's trying to push you and trying to make you a better person. Because if you are with somebody that is not in your corner, you need to get away from her as fast as possible.
Yeah.
This is the truth.
Yeah.
Chuck Dizzle only speaks the truth. I don't know how to lie anymore. I used to be a liar for a long time doing stupid stuff. And when I got with my wife, telling the truth was the way to go. And how she has molded me into that person to be truthful and to focus on what you need to do to be better.
Yeah.
You know, I work at the hospital at a lower position job. And I feel like you can't grow unless somebody's helping you grow.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, fellas out there, get you a woman that is in your corner, not trying to mess up your corner, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. No, I definitely see when the right woman can inspire you to become the best version of you. It's monumental. It changes you in ways, bro.
Level up, dog. Level up. That's no.
So like within the support in your house, I mean, you're saying your woman helps you out and support your house. Do you feel you get support from like your kids and your family?
Yeah, I mean, we get support from everybody on her side and my side too. My dad is literally traveling from the East Coast to be at my graduation in Phoenix. So I mean, we get support from all sides. Like I said, we both came from the San Bernardino area was not good. Period. There's not a lot of people make it out of that area.
Yeah.
You know, and so we just have to keep grinding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the grind is real, man.
Man, the grind just never stop.
So, I mean, within that grind, how do you stay like healthy within your mental space, and what type of things do you do to handle that stress? Because I mean,
Working out.
Yeah.
I think I can't do many things anymore. I used to play sports for a long time, and my body's just unfortunately breaking down. The only thing I can still do is work out, hit weights,
Yeah.
do cardio, those kind of things. So those help me stress relieve a lot of the tension that you might have on a daily basis. I would automatically tell anybody you have to do it within yourself though. Because working out, you can work out all you want, but if you're not staying consistent, or you're not staying consistent with your food or intake or resting. There's a lot of people I know that work out and they just try to work out 7 days a week. You can't do that. You have to let your body rest.
Yeah.
You have to give your body time to recover.
Yeah.
So I feel like that workout plus the situation with my wife being in my corner, it's all like puts it all together.
Yeah.
So working out, the support of your family and kids, and then the support of your spouse, all mix into you being whole.
Yeah.
It's not one piece, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
That makes you a better person.
I like that.
Oh yeah, you know to step away.
What is what are some of the things in your workout routine that you really like doing?
Right now, bro, you know I'm still on this knee situation where I can't do any squats or anything, but
Yeah.
I've been doing bench and shoulders and biceps. I finally like started to feel my muscles come back because I had surgery November 26th on my knee. So I'm like 2 months out, and I can't. I was like starting to look at myself in the mirror, and I was starting to look a little flabby, a little extra on the gut. So I was like, wait a minute, what is going on? And then I guess like these last couple of weeks, I've been kind of like consistent again.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to get my yokes back. I'm like, yeah, but I have to figure out a way to lose some weight, unfortunately, because of having a knee replacement. I can't be too heavy.
Yeah.
And so I have to figure out a way to get a little slimmer, because I'm 260 right now. That's pretty heavy for a guy my size.
Bro, so I was actually 240. Bro.
You have 240,
I
bro?
was 240 a year ago.
Damn.
But dog, I got down to 188. My resting heart rate
I can't do it.
My resting heart rate was 115.
I would be sick if I was 188. I would look like a cracked head, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I found out my BMI was supposed to be 177, and I was like, we'll get down a little bit, but I don't know about that. Like, so I wanted to get down at least down to where I felt comfortable, you know. And I got my the other thing that I wanted to do is get my heart rate down, and so I got it down to at least 60. 60s, 70s, you know, like, so I'm chilling. Like I got a good healthy heart.
Yeah, bro, you enjoy that,
bro. And the thing is I'm gonna now that I got it down, build it back up, you know, like now I'm on the build back up, you know. It's just I wanted to get that the fat off it, and like
I just want the fat from the stomach, man. I don't want nothing else.
Hey, my sick pack on come back, dog. Like, you know, I feel it in there, dog. I'm feeling it there, and it started to show, dude. So I'm feeling good about finally. Cause bro, yeah, I haven't seen that thing since what, like 20s, dog. Like, so.
I haven't seen my abs since probably like 99. And I was afraid. I was a senior in high school.
Bro, let's challenge each other. Let's get it back.
There's no way. Bro, I cannot. She was just telling me, you need to get skinnier. I'm like, I don't want to be skinny though, bro.
I don't have to be skinny. You get the six pack though.
Bro, you gotta, for a guy my size, you gonna look skinny as hell, and I'm losing muscle too.
I mean, you can still get a fat six pack in there. you just got you just got to get that muscle, you know. Absolutely. No, actually, there's this workout routine that I've been going through, and it's actually not too bad, dog. Like, but it works out every aspect of me.
I already know.
And you just do it every day, bro. Like, and
Don't trip. I probably already know what you're talking about.
it's
I've been working out so long. It's like stuff isn't even new anymore.
yeah, bro. It's a cool one. Like, I like doing it. I absolutely. I've been feeling the results. Like I said, I feel it coming in, and like you say, physicality absolutely is like a big thing. There's tons of research that talks about the natural enhancement, like between when you work out, it being natural antidepressant. You know, like when your muscles contract, it actually like releases a lot of stuff, and also just the discipline behind it. When you consistently work out, just starting with that, and I remind everybody, like, one step at a time. You don't have to go in and 3-hour workouts off the
No, but listen, if anybody is listening to this, all you need is 45 to an hour.
Yeah,
that is it.
yeah.
Every day. But you have to get it.
Yeah.
You can't be in there playing on your phone, kicking it, and sitting down every set. That's not going to get it.
Yo, bro.
A lot of people look at me in the gym, and I'm literally like doing a set, put it down, grabbing something else, and literally the rest time in between is literally between 5, maybe 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be going.
Yep.
But it doesn't have to be 3-4 hours. When people say they in the gym 3-4 hours, they bullshitting. They bullshitting because they chilling, they kicking it, they talking on the phone. When I go in the gym, I have my headphones on. You might see me touch my phone a couple times just to change music.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking to nobody. We in the zone.
Yeah.
And the only reason I got here is because of playing sports. My whole life is like, when you was at the gym, there was no, well, let's go all the way back to when I was playing football. There was no phone like there's a phone now.
Yeah.
Okay. The phone that I had when I was in 22 was a flip phone Nokia. Okay. AT&T phone. Okay. This was way back in the day when all you could do is call somebody. Get up. Yeah, okay. Okay. So this was a long time ago. Okay. So when we would go to the gym and work out for football or whatever sport it was, we didn't have no distraction from the phone or social media or none of that. Yeah. So now that we're more like OGs now that's in the game, we've been doing this a long time, we know how to go in the gym and just lock in.
Yeah.
And trying to teach that to somebody that's younger, their brain cells don't contract to that.
Yeah, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard. That's why I changed up my business though. It's hard to train that lock in. I was actually watching this one guy that was teaching my idea, like, yeah, when you go in, the whole concept behind building muscle is that fight, bro. You, like, it's a luxury thing. Like, it's a survival. Like, when you go in, it's got to be like fight. Like, you're fighting for your life.
You gotta be burned.
Like you got to be like, like, and so like you got to go in with that intensity. Like, and it sometimes he was like, honestly, like, don't go in there and start with your little stretches. Like, go in there like fighting, bro. Like, and I was just like,
I know a lot of people that like to do this one exercise that drives me nuts to see it. They'll get on a bench, just the bar, and flex it like 10 times. And I'm in my head looking at it like, what are you doing that for? Yeah. It ain't even gaining nothing.
Yeah.
It's technically not even warming you up.
Yeah.
But I just be in my head like, why do people do I get it. But I wish I was one of those people that had the voice to where everybody came in the gym and knew what to do right.
Yeah.
And they don't, unfortunately. The world we live in, a lot of people don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
And only
and you're afraid to ask questions about.
Oh, yeah. And they look at you crazy when you try to correct them too.
Yeah.
just so they don't hurt themselves. Because a lot of times I try to correct people so they don't hurt themselves. Because I have hurt myself. I have hurt my shoulder.
Yeah.
I have hurt my knee. I have done a lot of things over my years of working out that I can give the information to somebody that don't know what the hell's going on or trying to figure it out. Because there's a lot of people, new people coming into the gym nowadays. I know social media has everybody trying to get jacked. And if you look at me, you would probably think, oh, well, Chuck, you might take supplements and other. I don't take anything.
That's good.
I literally don't take nothing. All I do is eat food. That's why I have a little bit of belly, because of eating food.
Yeah.
But if you want to get healthy and keep your muscle, you have to eat clean.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the clean. I like my fried chicken.
Yeah.
And my chicken and wok.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just how that go.
Yeah.
But if you want to get healthy, there's a way to get that and get your muscle at the same time. I would always recommend to stay consistent with your workout, cardio, and food.
Yep. You gotta eat your food.
Dude, if you don't eat, you ain't getting nothing.
Bro, I've been learning so much about it.
I know. Speaking of that, what is some of your advice for a father,
Or I mean, even parents, but like trying to go back to school?
Our father trying to go back to school. If you can make it up in your mind that you want to go back to school, you just do it. It's just like this shirt I got on this Nike shirt I got on, it says, just do it. That's what you should do. If you want to be better for your situation, or you want to help your kid in any way, showing them that you can fight for going to school is probably the best way to give them some insight on going for higher education.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need it.
Yeah.
I know I don't really like talking politics, but how the world is shaping up, you better have an education.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're going to be struggling badly.
Yeah.
I mean, me and my wife work. We both work at the hospital. We make decent money. And we're still not like, we live in an apartment.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still struggling, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, a dad that wants to start school, I would say just do it. Handle your business. And don't wait. Don't wait 20 years like I waited 20 years to figure it out. Don't wait. Get it. Let's go.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah.
We don't have time to waste. Especially if you are over the age of 35. You ain't got time to wait. You over 35, get it. Get started.
Yeah.
Call the school ASAP.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, there's so many resources. Like,
oh no, it's a lot more resources than when I was, when I was at Valley College in 05. It's a lot more stuff compared to 20 years ago.
yeah. Bro, easy to guide you through it. Like,
Yeah, you can literally take school online now.
yeah.
When I was going to school, you had to go to actual school.
Yeah. Actually, 3 of my courses right now are online. And I have to go to one class, my chemistry class.
Oh, okay. But that's cool.
Yeah, but everything else is online. Like, dude, easy. Like, school's no joke. But like you're saying, get it done.
Get it over here. Let it go.
Like, there's no reason. How do you celebrate yourself? Like, how do you celebrate when you do knock out a class or you any of your achievements? What do you do to kind of like, boost yourself up?
My problem is sneakers, dog. My problem is sneakers. Whenever I feel like I need something to like, I did that, or something that like a trophy for me, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a brand new pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
And mostly Jordans, but I do like some other kinds of shoes, but sneakers. I would have to say that's like, I have a lot of sneakers and hats and clothes. I'm actually ridiculous. I got 220 hats, bros. That's ridiculous. I almost have a lid store in my little ass apartment. That's ridiculous. Literally, this hat I'm wearing, I've wore twice. And I've had it like 10 years.
Love it.
Yes. So, yes. That's pretty much me is like when I feel like I've accomplished something, or even my wife will buy me a pair of shoes.
That's what's up.
You know, she'll buy me a pair of shoes when she feels like he's doing a lot for us or whatever. She knows that's my go-to thing is sneakers.
That's dope.
I got like 70 pairs of sneakers. It's ridiculous.
I mean, having that encouragement, having that support system, bro.
Man, it helps, yo.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know where I would be without that girl, boy. Ooh-wee. Yeah, and for all my fellas out there that's married, that's contemplating being married, just remember Chuck told you this on live and camera. It's cheaper to keep her. And the grass is not fucking greener. Period. Okay? You heard it from me, bro.
Remember.
All day. If nobody's hearing this, you hear this shit now, son. All day. Cheaper to keep her all day, my boy. I'm not even joking.
Make it work, bro. Like, how do you how are some of the things that you stay happy, bro? Like,
Oh man, well, see, I believe for me, as I'm my own person, but I believe for me, staying happy is a mindset, and you have to have that kind of already. You have to wake up like that happy.
yeah.
You have to wake up thinking that you're gonna try to get better every day. And if you wake up with a happy, positive mindset, your days will be positive. Now, I'm a testament that every day is not going to be positive. You know, you're going to go through your hard times. My nephew passed away 4 years ago. He would have been 21 yesterday. And it's like sky's the limit, bro. You don't know when it's your turn, when your ticket is punched.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you keep positive, pray to the Lord, make sure your family is taken care of, and handle your business. For sure.
Love it,
You already know, bro.
bro.
I keep it 100. I ain't got time to waste. Dude, we don't have time to waste these days.
You know what it is?
Dude, we don't have time to waste to be bullshitting about this world and all of that.
Speaking of this world, I mean, what are some of the things that you would say I encourage society to be better over us?
What'd you say?
What would be some of the things that you would say to encourage, I guess, society to get better or that's help funds in pursuing?
This is the problem with society. It's been jacked up for so long and continues to slowly get jacked up more. Jacked up where they talk about racism and this, that, and the third, and the damn LBGQ crap. Let me just break this down to you real quick. Society needs to stop. We all bleed the same.
Yeah.
So we should be all trying to help one another or fight for one another. What we have right here in California, we have one of the biggest places of homeless people. And it's terrible. I see homeless people out here where we live at, and it's very bad. My son is scared of homeless people because of it.
Dang.
And it's bad. And if I was a person that wanted to change something in society, would be to find a place where these homeless people can at least go, so they're not in the middle of in the middle of the street, they're not in the middle of the road, they're not out here in the fucking elements, it's raining, cold, hot, whatever it may be, where they would have some place to go.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things I would change in our world is people being homeless. It's terrible.
Bro, it keeps
It's terrible.
it's intense.
It's terrible. I mean, it's really bad. We both work in the hospital. We see them. They come to the hospital all the time. You know, they come to sleep.
Yeah.
In the ER just to get out of the element for a little bit. To check themselves in and don't even have no problems at all. But they just check themselves in at the hospital just so they can get sleep on a very uncomfortable chair in the lobby. No, I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen it. So I think that would be one of my big things. If there was something that I could change in society, would be how to help the homeless people.
Yeah.
Because I was homeless for a cool little minute when I lived in Washington. I didn't have no car. I didn't have no place to stay. And I was staying on somebody's couch.
Yeah.
And I know what that world can do to you.
Yeah.
You feel hopeless. You feel like you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my one thing. I don't think I don't really, like I told my daughter, she's all in this politics and saying something about Donald Trump and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get into that. But I'm not really into. I don't watch the news. I watch mostly sports stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't really be getting into all of this extra about society. But I will say that the homeless thing and this fire situation that just happened where nobody had insurance, I feel like that's another thing that should have been changed. That's terrible. Now I understand that these people had money, most of the houses that did get burned out, but not everybody didn't have money. Okay, there was some that had loot, the big stars and everything. We know they got pockets, but there was some regular old folks that had a house for a long period of time and they got burned out and they didn't have no insurance to cover it. And now, as I seen one of them on, what was I watching, Spectrum TV or something, and the guy was saying, I have no insurance to cover for my house being burned down.
Yeah.
In that area. And I feel like that's another situation that shouldn't have been passed right before the houses burned out. So just those couple things, nothing too crazy. I don't really dive into that too much. I try to stay in my lane, Pepper.
Yeah.
I can only control what you can control. You can't control stuff outside of you. So I try to stay out of it.
No, bro, absolutely. Like,
It's more of like what you see around you.
man, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's stuff that you experience yourself. Yeah, bro. I mean, I've had my moments of homelessness, and I feel like that going through those trials and understanding it, that's why we're so resilient and why we understand the importance of bettering ourselves, why we understand what it means and what is important to us. Like, we're like, oh no, like, you got to do this, you got to do that. And why? Because, like, we know what it means if you don't have it, like, and how bad it is. Like, it's bro, it's rough, man. Like, having to sleep outside, like, with nothing, dude. Like, when you got to sleep outside and it's raining,
Bro, bro,
it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
like when you ain't got nothing, like, dude, it's different.
And I feel like kids don't understand what it is, what they have. Because most kids nowadays have tablets, phones. My kids have it.
Yeah.
Okay. But they don't know about the struggle. See, I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was a struggle. We ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and bean and cheese burritos for weeks.
Yeah.
My mother would make pinto beans and that shit would last 4-5 days. So the kids nowadays don't have a clue. My kids want to go to Starbucks every damn weekend. I stopped drinking Starbucks because of them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to spend no more money.
Yeah.
I take them to Starbucks, I don't get nothing. I make coffee at home to save money.
Yeah.
But these kids nowadays, there's a lot of them, not just my kids, this is everybody's kids, now have so much that we didn't have.
Yeah.
Especially for Christmas. Oh my Lord, let's not even get into that. Christmas was, dude, I got a pair of socks and tank tops and was happy as all get out.
Yeah.
Now kids get all kinds of stuff.
Bro. No, I put my son on a different one, bro. Like, I already teach him about disappointment. I saw this one episode. I don't know where I saw it, but it was this guy. saying that kids don't understand disappointment these days. And that's why we got a lot of like mass shooting.
And because kids don't understand how to handle disappointment. Like they get disappointed and they lose their shit. Like, bro, like they go to such extremes because they don't have Andy Griffith talking to them about disappointment. You know, like they don't have the Robinsons. Like, bro, they don't have these simple shows that we went through, these sitcoms that we grew up on, teaching them about disappointment.
Yeah, family matters.
Yeah, dog. Bro, they don't have to monumental, dog. Oh, telling them like goofy ways of like how to handle disappointment. Like Urkel, bro, he got rejected so many times.
So Urkel and DMX pretty much saved my life.
Yeah.
DMX through high school and Urkel do the middle school / elementary area. Cause I got burned by hot water and I used to get teased a lot.
Yeah.
And I never forget this episode. Urkel basically said, somebody asked him, why do you let them tease you? And he said, I laugh with them. Yeah. And ever since that time, I never let anybody, whatever they said, never bothered me again.
Yeah.
Because of it.
And it hits you, dude. And like those lessons aren't being shared, and those moments aren't being had as much, you know, like, and so I'm making sure that my son goes through some of those. Like sometimes when he gets excited about a certain toy or like, I make sure he don't get it.
Wow.
Like, and he's just like bummed. And I'm just like, I want to make sure that you understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get things. Just because I need you to understand.
Yeah. And my believe they get something every time.
Yeah, like and just
like fortunately that's a mom thing.
Yeah, and
mom that ruined that for me.
Well, and I was like, I know you get it over at your mom's, like, and I know you, but like I just need to make sure that you understand this lesson because I'm here to protect you. And so like I love to get you all this stuff and I love to take care of you, but I also need to make sure you understand these lessons because if you don't understand these lessons, then you're gonna have a harder time later. So like if I understand
a long time trying to tell them no.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately my wife sometimes tells them yes a lot. Mm-hmm. And when I tell them no, they have a hissy damn fit. Because I'm telling them a no, but I feel like if you don't get told no, you're not going to know what a no is.
Yeah.
Because you can get told yes, 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 yes. Just like my daughter is 14 and she's like, oh, well, I'm going to get a job. It doesn't just work like that. You don't just automatically, poof, I got a job. You know, you have to go to an interview. You have to talk right. You got to be respectful. You got to make sure that this person, you know, you're going to help this person in whatever place you're going to be working at.
Yeah.
So these kids are different. Okay. Yeah. Very different than when I was a kid. Okay. So we try to tell them yes a lot, but I feel like we should tell them no a hell of a lot more than they know.
Yeah.
So they can understand the difference between the both.
My big thing is I talk to him like I use the full sentences, talk full conversations with him. You know, I don't just leave it at like it's not possible or no. Like I'm like I give him full explanations and seeing the results on it. At least he's engaged. You know, like yeah, I don't just leave it.
Just wait for 10 and 14. They trying to.
Expecting him to be a wild bro. He's in my bullet, dog.
No, let's cancel out. They cancel out every time you try to get into a situation with them. They cancel out. You lecturing again.
Oh no.
My dad to this day, bro. I am 43 years old.
Yeah.
And I still get lectured. And I'm a grown ass person.
No, it happens, dog. Like,
no, but I'm not saying to stop that from your parents lecturing you because you're older. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it will never stop. I just feel like these kids don't understand that part of it. And you continue to talk.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why don't you be quiet, Dad? Well, I don't want to be quiet because you need to get this, whatever I'm trying to instruct to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out. Like, I had that talk with him, and I was like, hey, little one, like, if you can somehow establish listening to me so you don't have to learn it the hard way, because your dad went and learned it the hardest of ways. Like, if you can trust me at some point so that you could not do it. So when I tell you, hey, that burns and it hurts, if you can trust me, then you won't get burned. But guess what? If you don't and you get burned, I'm still gonna love you. But guess what? Like, I went and I kicked it and fought and worried the hardest of ways, son, so that I could try to save you, dog. Like, it's like I'm trying to help you. So like, if you could just try to trust me, man, like, just please, you know. Guess what? He's gonna have to learn on his own, and there's still gonna be moments where he's gonna be an idiot, and like, he's gonna want to see if the fire burns for himself, bro. Like, that's
I just wish I could get, my boy a little more tougher than it's this soft world, and they soft compared to when I was a kid. We used to play sideline pop. Okay, if anybody doesn't know what sideline pop is, basically playing football in the middle of the concrete street, and the side of the out of bounds was grass or some kind of area that you could hit somebody on. And that you used to come home with scars and scratches and oh yeah, no, I already know.
bro.
You look like a dude that's been through some wars back in your teenage area, and I just feel like because of the new world and everybody trying to make them a little softer, telling them about this and then not putting Jesus in school, and it's just a lot that these kids have to deal with that we didn't have to deal with. Just like now, when I was a kid, there was nobody talking about like your feelings at school and how do you feel. They ask these kids every day, how do you feel? So you can't even argue with your kid before school because they're feeling some kind of way.
Yeah.
And then the teacher will call you saying, what did you do to your kid, when the kid probably wasn't doing what they were supposed to, and they got their ass jammed up about it. You know what I'm saying? And now we have to be parents that go, okay, well, we'll have to wait till after school to have this conversation so you don't go to school with a bad report.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's very, very soft compared to when I was a kid. Why? Can you tell me why, Mike? I'm asking you now.
Are you asking me now?
I'm asking me. Why is the world so jacked up?
That is why we have been these talks. Why? Because I'm so convicted that we absolutely need to address emotional intelligence.
Ooh.
Because us as men, we do have feelings, but we need to be able to.
Too much, though.
Bro,
They make it too much of the feelings. Look, we are not females.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, it needs to be handled in the right way. Like, emotions and being sensitive absolutely is a feminine thing. That is, but in order to be in touch with the feministic side, that's balance, bro. Us as men, the masculine side, we have no concept of fucking feeling. You know, though, like, testosterone is a fucking criminal subpart. Like, there is no concept of it. That's why, like, when feelings come into the picture, we're like, fuck a feeling. Like, there's no concept of it. But in order for us to be in touch with the woman and be there for our woman, we have to understand both sides, dog. Like, also, Ryan, so like, but there's nobody teaching us how to do both, bro. Like, and so there's this weird fucking, okay, like, you gotta be sensitive, but not too sensitive. Like, there's this weird fucking thing going on. And so that's why I want to sit down with some solid dudes and figure out what that middle ground is. Because, like, yeah, bro, like, if you expose too much of your sensitive side, bro, a female's gonna be like, whoa, too sensitive. Like, and then if you're not sensitive, then you're an asshole. Like, and bro, so like being
The balance.
being able to balance that right. I want to be a solid source for us guys. Like, build a solid place that we can be there and talking amongst a group of guys. Think about it. Like, I've had this conversation a lot recently. Like, us guys don't come together very often because if there's no purpose behind us hanging out, fuck it, we ain't gonna do it because like we ain't got time, bro. Like, we got a family to take care of, we got school to do, we got a job. Like, we ain't got time to.
I wish we did that more often, though.
Absolutely.
I wish that we would come together because I always see this like on social media. They always have these women like go on trips, and it's all women.
Yeah.
But you never see a trip with all dudes.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Like maybe once in a really great while there'll be a group of dudes really hanging out.
Yeah.
But it never happens. And I always feel like women get that motive to hang out and chill with their peers and have their talks about whatever the hell they want to talk about. I feel like men should do the same exact thing and do their own thing with other males that are dads, that are married, that are single, whatever, however you want to do it. Excuse me. But it should be that way.
Absolutely.
It should be that way where we get together way more often.
And so saying that and showing that amongst more people and more men, strong men saying that will show congruency, because absolutely females see it as important and they're always constantly showing that it's important to them because that's how it's been for fucking forever. But us guys, most of us have been like, man, the fuck up. Nah, you just got to handle shit. And like, we've been so isolated to just being the provider and just being by ourselves. And it's just a new thing to us. And so I'm driven to say, nah, fuck that. I want to make something different for us. And so that's why we sit down having a real ass talk, bro.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, dope. Well, speaking of which, you got anything else that you want to add for tonight?
No, man. Just stay grinding, stay safe, and stay blessed.
Absolutely, bro. I love it. Well, we'll wrap it up for the day. And bro, it was a good one. I'm thankful that we had you on the show today.
All day, bro. You already know the deal.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us on Real Life, Real Talks. We'll see you on the next episode. You guys stay safe, stay blessed. Later.